and save your child. Baby Earth is reeling and wailing and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's eyes, ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said come sisters, come and take back your child. This great.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Eva.
I am here.
We see you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the most important platform in the entire universe, Pluto, Mars, Jupiter, planet. Welcome to all of you. We're here again this Thursday evening. Of course, it's GeesbeeCee Women with Words. We are here. Auntie Beauty and I would like to give an excuse for Auntie BA. She's been acting too much of a BA. You hear me, Aunt?
Yes.
Boss check is off. She's been working really hard, so she needs some rest.
She
traveling
does.
all over the place, like she's some kind of
Well-deserved rest.
So Agatha isn't here this evening, but we're here. Michael, of course, I don't know where he is. He probably traveled somewhere.
Michael is MIA.
We'll catch up with Michael somehow. But we are excited for today's show. Today is actually the last show in the month of April.
You got to think about that.
In the month of April, that part of the show, I gotta be acting like I can't remember.
You can't remember.
I like that you see our hair ties today. I have one yellow and I have one red. Oh Lord, Sharon is gonna harass me because I'm growing my locks back. I'm going back to locks. But I'm still having, honestly, Eva, having one hair tie for probably 12 years, I'm having a serious trouble with divorcing myself from the hair tie. But I'm trying. I do wear
it's part of you. Why do you have to divorce yourself from it?
Because I want to be able to I want to go to my locks. I want to be able to do my own hair. Imagine just hair tie. So it's like when people say, oh, why is she acting like somebody who's having difficulty of losing a habit? It's not that easy to lose a habit. And this is all I've done for 12 going on 13 years straight. I have so many hair ties. And it's like I'm having trouble. Like even when I go to work, I always carry one on my neck because I know by the time the first hour comes, second hour comes,
you don't want to put it back on.
Yes, so I'm having some serious trouble.
But I mean, it can be 50-50. It's part of you.
Yes, it is. It is a part of me. It's like I don't see myself without hair tie, but I'm trying to get by. But anyway, welcome. We want to encourage you all to please share the show. We have a very important woman here. This woman is the real package, the real D. She will feed you with sweets, and then she will go and be healthy also. And you there eating all her sweets.
That's what you got to do. You got to balance it out. Yeah, see, when I be posting all my little things, and then I can come back with my little juice and things, and that's what you got to do.
If you follow her, and we're going to talk about her in a little bit, but we're excited for our guest who's on. There are a lot of things that she's doing. There are plans to do more things, so we're happy that she's going to be on. Yes, and if somebody said they miss NTBA. Yeah, NTBA, yes, NTBA. Oh, thanks, NTBA, that Agatha is talking to Eva. But anyway, we're here. So many things have happened around us. This is April. We're leaving the month of awareness for autism. We're going into the month of May. So we're looking forward to talking to some new people today. We're going to be discussing at the end of the show after we're done talking with our guests, because that's the most important thing. We're going to be talking about something Eva is going to take it off. She's leading that discussion.
You started it, then I should take it off. We're taking it.
She's leading that discussion. We're going to be talking about surgery, plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, weight loss. But we're going to specifically give our opinions, not experts, but we have a say so, because we don't claim to have be experts in anything, but we get our own talk. We believe in what we believe. So at the end of the show, we want to talk about people who do surgeries, they lose weight, and who are not truthful to us, and they fool some of us, and we be pressing and say, "Oh, you're looking nice here, girl. Go to the gym." But we want to talk a little bit about it, because the thing is, and not to, I mean, if that's what you do, that's a good thing. That's for you, and that's also an enhancement to you. There's also nowadays they have men who are either that you have been reading on it lately. They have
men do a lot of plastic surgeries.
Yeah, who's also doing surgery for height.
Oh, yes.
For height. I saw a lot of this. If you did a short men, then you have been telling the people then they short too much. So they won't be tall now. So that we say about Walker, I am Glendy. Let me do the most important thing that I love to do in my life, and that is to call my name. I am Glendy Jean Juniors, and I am here this evening with who am I here? Look at her.
Eva.
Okay, Eva. So we're going to welcome our guests. I see. Oh my God. Let's say hello to all of our people today. Let's greet everybody. It's like I'm telling you, Adanne is a favorite. I mean, the woman got people already commenting here. That's so the sugar she not getting. But let's welcome our guests on. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Y'all making my hair stand up on my head.
You got to stand up, honey. You got to stand up. You're important. Only important people can come on the important platform.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you on. We're looking forward to talking to you. So before we start off, we want you to tell us a little bit about who this chef. Look, guess what, Eva? I had to ask her. I said, let me ask you, ma. But I'm not going to Kolokwa. I said, man, let me ask you how you can pronounce your name, that Adanne or that
Adanne.
Adanne. So when you see that woman name, I'm not going to be saying A. And I A that A. All right, Adanne. Please tell us, introduce yourself so that we and our audience will get to know a little bit about you, so to guide us on this discussion.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Chef Adanne at GeesbeeCee branch. I've been a chef for over 15 years. But the professional side was since 2013, because I really wanted to learn the science of really pastries. That was my thing, because I used to bake cakes and stuff at home and for friends and family, and I just wanted to know what this is all about. It's not just about baking cake. There's a science to it. So I really wanted to know the background and how can I make money from it, which was the more important thing.
Of course.
Making a profession. But anyways, I do love pastries. I do love cooking other foods, but my passion is pastry. My favorite is cheesecakes. But most people love my red velvet cake. So I'm more between those two. But I do catering on the side as well, but it's not that popular, because I really want to, like I was telling Glendy, at this point, I really want to leverage what I've learned and all my experiences to the younger generation, pass that baton over. So now I'm actually moving towards the health side of things, because everyone always talked to me about, Donnie, what do you do? What do you work out? You do this, you do that, you do the other. And I would like to share that with others. I started the juicing business. Well, I started juicing for myself personally. And then I decided that, hey, I can put some money to this, because I used to take it to LA Fitness, the gym that I work out. And this lady was like, are you selling these? I was like, no, I just have it for myself. She said, well, you need to start selling this. So I started doing research on what people want, and most people want energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So they, and they don't want to cleanse, they want to detox. So I started looking at recipes that's based on cleansing and detoxing and energy. So that's what I'm starting on right now. And hopefully it's
Amazing.
going to take me somewhere.
Amazing, amazing. I think what you already do already has taken you some places. There are a lot of people out there who know the kind of work you do and how diligent. So I wanna ask. I'm gonna explain how I stumble upon you and how I got in connection with you. But I want
Okay.
you to tell us a little bit about, did you always want to be a chef?
Not really. I did not. I knew I loved baking. My mom used to let me make the cornbread and stuff like that. Stirring, the old way, stirring with a wooden spoon. That's why I used to do on Sunday mornings. But in 2011, I worked for a big company out there, but they decided to close my center. And they were offering severing packages, and they were offering tuition reimbursement for us to go ahead and pursue higher learning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be a doctor. But what do I love doing best? And that's what pivoted me into going to culinary school.
Mm. That's amazing. I was thinking last night about you and thinking about there's something that clicked to my mind. It's like I don't know if you know Yvonne Adigby Beauty.
That's my stepmother.
Honey, these Adigby people, I think they left baking business.
She actually,
I,
I
I
used to,
was like,
I
I
used to
said,
go in the kitchen with her sometimes on some Sundays. Yeah,
yes.
it's my
I was
stepmom.
like, I said, this Adanne has to be related to Beauty because the
Yeah,
people can cook, the people can bake. I love Beauty. I don't drink a lot, but I
a
do
rum
drink
cake.
some. Yeah, I love the rum cake. Oh my god! The rum cake reminds me of the back home rum cake. Back home, even the rum cake. If you remember, they used to have cherries,
Hmm.
raisin, and a lot of cane juice at the end.
Hmm. That's the best part.
Yes, that's how it is. So another person who I'm very fond of the cake, believe it or not, is Agatha. Agatha knows how to make some rum cake,
You
even though
know
she
what?
knows
Somebody told me about her rum cake as
yes,
well. I have
Agatha,
to try it
Agatha,
too.
yeah,
Yep.
she's a badass. Excuse my
Yeah.
expression, but that's who she is. She's a
Yeah.
boss chick. She can do anything. But that rum cake she brought a little small little piece that they are still tasting. It's 2 years ago. I still tasting. But anyway, Eva, you have questions?
So you right now you said you're going more towards the like the health end of it. How are you finding that journey to be?
It's actually easy for me because I've always been a person who works out. I work out actually I try to work out 5 days a week, Monday through
Okay.
Friday. I do rest on the weekends. I don't work out on the weekends. So eating healthy, actually, when I had my second daughter was when I decided that I'm just going to go healthy. I stopped eating beef. I stopped eating pork. Still ate the rest of the stuff, but now I do eat beef and pork on the low low. But yeah, I've been doing that for a very, very long time. She's 16 years old, so I would say for 16 years I've been in,
Woo!
yeah. I didn't go to the gym at first. I always used to work out at home. Every morning I wake up, I'll do like 20 push-ups, I'll do 100 sit-ups, and then I'll do squats, and then I'll start my day. When I used to work, for my Fortune 500 company, I always start, even if it takes like 10 minutes. I always encourage people like, oh, I don't have time to work out. Like, you do 10 minutes. Get up in the morning. Maybe if you wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, set the time to 5:50. Give yourself that 10 minutes, and you can do it. For me, I like early mornings. Late in the evenings, I can't do late in the evening, like after work and stuff like that. But early mornings, I'm in there. So it's always been a way of life, to answer your question.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
great. I'm kind of laughing because I will tell you this. I actually made a decision, and it was a health decision because of my mom. So my mother has a condition where she can't eat protein. So we
Okay.
in our home we don't eat red meat. But if you
Oh,
cook it, you give it to me, I can eat it outside. Well,
of course.
so
Of
when you
course.
say, and the reason why we did that is so that we will be able to identify with her on something, because she does protein, but it has to be white protein. So we don't, you're rarely, the most things that we eat in our home, we eat turkey. I love a lot of turkey. That's what we do. But I'm looking at you and you say you don't eat red meat. I ain't be eating it for 6 years. I still looking the same.
Okay, so the science is 80% of your body movement and 20% of what you eat.
Wow.
So basically you can eat whatever you want, just as long as you can balance it with the exercise and the movement. If you, for instance, this is what I do, and I've created this habit. If I go into a grocery store, I park all the way to the end
To
and I
walk.
walk. That's a way of life for me. So it's just little things. I don't like running. I do a lot of walking. During the summertime, I'll probably go walk at the park with one of my girlfriends, or now and then I'm in the gym. I go to the gym and I walk. I don't do strenuous exercise. I just make it a habit. So you can fall off the wagon. I do sometimes fall off the wagon. Just get right back on. Don't beat yourself up. That's why I always tell people that, Adanne, how do you do it? I said, don't beat yourself up. If you fall off, get right back on. Because it's not a competition. Is for me, I think it should be a way of life. It shouldn't be something to stress yourself out over. You eat a big bowl of fufu, and next day that starch, so you got to walk it off. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I approach it.
Yeah. That's wonderful. I know Eva asked a question about the health thing. So we'll talk. Let's continue that trend of conversation about health. And then
Okay.
we'll go to the sweet spot, the part I like,
Okay.
the food part. So this is one of your healthy drinks here.
Oh,
That I
thank
saw.
you.
Your
Yes.
health is your wealth.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell us about this drink. Tell us about if people who's watching, if they can purchase it. How do we get in connection with you to be able to purchase this? Because I think healthy people who want to be healthy, people always equate green vegetables with health. And I think there are a lot of people who like the green smoothie, anything green, they like that. So I was fascinated when I saw that drink that you actually have made. So just tell us a little bit about that.
All right, I call that drink the green drink, but it's also I call it Adik Your Beat. Is a play on my name, my maiden name, Adanne. Well, I'm not married anymore, so let me scratch that. Adik Your Beat. So Adik Your Beat. So my siblings and I used to call their classmates used to call us Adik Your Beat. So that's why I called it. And the components of that drink, it has spinach in it. It has wheatgrass. It has pineapple. It has green apple. And what else? And cucumber. But listening to those things, you'd be like, but it tastes good.
That pineapple balances it out.
Exactly. It gives that natural sweetness. So I don't add nothing else to it. It just gives you that natural sweetness. I do sell it. It's a 12-ounce bottle. I do sell it for $10. I'm working on a purchase plan where I could do like a 3-day cleanse or a 5-day cleanse. I'm working on that package right now. So if people want to order it, they can order it like a cleansing regimen. And when I say cleansing, I don't mean, going to the bathroom type cleansing. I'm meaning replacing what's in your body with something clean and that will give you more energy and, get all the old stuff out and bring the new stuff in that will give you all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs from those ingredients.
So I want to give one of I want to give a shout out to your girl Weddy. Weddy is on here. She is here supporting you.
What's up, BFF?
Want to make sure your BFF is here and just edging you on. She is saying that the drink.
Third grade, 1983, third grade.
Wow, that is amazing. Amazing friendship. You guys are beautiful. And very
Thank you.
sexy too, I'll tell you. Because
Thank you.
wedding can wear some sexy clothes, so we'll bring her
Mm-hmm.
on here for the sexiness later.
She got it. She got it. Yep.
So this is let's continue with the health drink. I see some
Mm-hmm.
prices here. You
Mm-hmm.
have black. What's this black in salmon with
Okay, so
lemon
this is
butter
something I
sauce?
was experimenting with. I was doing health meal plan for anyone who's interested. So that's what you see there. That's the menu that they can order an item from that menu 5 days a week. Um, and it's 2 servings per item there. So you can
Okay.
have it. Yeah, you can have it. You can say 1 week I'm gonna eat the blackened salmon, and then you can do it the following week, or you can eat it for the next day. But it's always 2 servings in each portion that I make.
Amazing. Amazing. So let me tell the people the story about, unless Eva, do you have a question?
No, go ahead.
So let me tell you, I don't want to say stumble upon because I'm not rock, the woman I rock, but she is a rock. She's a beautiful
Well,
rock.
thank you.
So
Thank you.
a few years ago, Sharon Stubberfee, my sister friend, sister and friend, I had gone to Sharon for a birthday, a graduation or birthday party of her son or daughter. I don't clearly remember. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing I remember from there was probably 6 years ago or 5 years. It was actually her daughter's high school graduation. And
Correct.
I saw this cake. I saw this cake there. I don't remember, but I remember it was something blue. It was just amazing. And the cupcake, oh my God, I can still, any food I eat, wow, taste it. Even at 20 years, it'll still be on my tongue. Just
Yes,
like
yes.
Ewa biscuit. I ate Ewa shortbread biscuit. It's still on my
Boy.
tongue, but I get no more there to replace it. But I'm telling you, I saw the cake. I remember the cupcakes, and it was so moist. Oh my God. It was so good, and it was not like an ordinary icing cake. It was an artistical icing cake. It had
Oh.
ice to it, and I said, I think I said the next year or 2 years later when I turned 50, I said, I want to make sure that somebody makes me, if we can't get to Adanne, someone needs to make me an Irish cream cake because I love Irish cream. And oh, I'm telling you, I got a surprise, and they made an Irish cream cake, and that's how much of an impression you had on me because just
Oh.
see, and then I found out. I want to ask you this publicly. Were you the one that made the wedding cake for my cousin Utterly and what's and Neil? No?
No.
Okay. So there's a cake here that almost looks similar. See this cake.
That's Cheryl Yancey's cake. She
Look at
married
look
Jason Wright. Yeah.
look at this cake. Look at the art. We're gonna go into cake now. We finished talking the healthy food that Ewa the era, that my food
Okay.
era here now. So then
Yeah, I
I
did
want
have
to
the
show,
Cheryl Yancey's
yes,
wedding.
I want to show some of her cakes, some of the things that she makes, and like Agatha is also saying that your pastries, she does.
Yeah, she supports me. Yep, she does.
I say she has a lot of your pastries. And Agatha, I don't see what's smaller than my people that make her say about her. She now here, she left full. That Agatha left full. They say you see what's smaller than when she finish eating, then she go and walk 3 miles. Then Clayton and go follow her and eat and lay down to sleep. But you're very neat in your work. This is another cake I saw.
Thank you.
And
That was my brother's wedding cake.
yeah.
I did it. Yeah, I did that.
And it's just really, really beautiful. By the way, Adanne and I went to Cuttington together.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I know the Adigidi people. Very neat people.
That's beautiful cake.
Yes,
Thank you.
very, very, very beautiful. It's just so neat, the designs on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually counting the dots, and they are so in sync. It's like, did you use a ruler?
No, ma'am. But thanks for that compliment, because I always think I'm crooked when I do stuff, but I certainly
No, you are
appreciate
absolutely not crooked. Look at it. It is in
Oh
line.
yes, it's perfect. Everything is aligned.
Yes,
Thank
everything
you.
is aligned.
Thank
Also,
you.
there are some cakes, and talk about the pastries. This is Agatha stuff she talked about. So this
Okay,
pastry
so
this is that milk candy, right? This
that's
is
milk
it.
Milk
candy.
candy look like
A
cotton
lot,
candy.
a lot of Liberians know me for my milk candy.
Look at that. I'm telling
My
you,
milk
what this
candy and
milk
my
candy
coconut
here.
candy and my cayenne.
When you see that milk candy here, when you try one, you will just be going shoop, shoop, shoop. The milk, how Eva, can you describe how this milk candy looks?
Very scrumptious.
Thank you.
But you know the word
Thank
I was
you so
looking
much.
for isn't that what the people call caramel looking?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
Very
that's
is
what the
caramel.
this.
American when the Americans eat it, they call it caramel. What's that
Caramel.
caramel thing that you make?
Yeah.
Yep, that's just what they say.
Yes, it is so, but it is some people I can tell. Let me cast it small because I said GBC, of course. Some people they didn't know how to make it, and when they're making it for you, can still be tasting the nut inside.
Exactly. That looks very smooth. It's
But
smooth.
this milk candy is looking
Thank
smooth. So
you.
tell us
Smooth.
about your pastries, how we can order them, and what do you make? What do you make? There's also let me show the other picture before you talk a little bit about your pastries. Look at the other one here. Look at this.
Ooh. Is that the
Look at it.
cheesecake? It looks
Yeah,
like a
that's the
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
And
Boy.
look at
Yes.
the lines that on top of it.
I
Jesus
love
said,
cheesecake.
Caramel, yeah, dripping caramel. And that's on
wow.
top, that little chocolate thing, that's my logo stamp on there.
Ooh,
And
I
that's
love
edible.
cheesecake.
Yes, yes.
Woo, look at you.
Made cake,
Lord,
made chocolate.
Lord, please send me a husband. I
Got
just
mine.
found my cake maker. Lord, send me a husband. I found my cake maker.
I'll be honored. I'll be honored.
Absolutely. So tell us about the pastries and how we can order them.
Okay, so I pretty much can do any
Well, let me
American.
just acknowledge. I actually sent the link to your mom to Beauty. She is watching.
Okay,
She said she
okay,
wants some kind. When you make her kind, say awesome. Yeah, I'm begging you.
okay. I will. I got you some music.
So
Yeah.
thank you, sis Beauty, for watching. Go ahead.
So like I said in the beginning, my favorite is cheesecake. So I try to do all kinds. Like I do the plain, I do butterscotch, I do Kahlua, I do Irish cream, I do chocolate, I do red velvet. So you name it, just ring me and I'll be able to take care of you. So Dujour cakes and more.com, Dujour Dujour cakes and more.com is my website. And there is a order form on the website, and that's how they can reach me. So to go back to pastries, I do pound cakes. I do what's you call it, key lime cake. I do red velvet, which is my top seller. And then for the little knickknacks and paddywhacks, I do chocolate mousse cakes. I do coconut on the Liberian side. I do the coconut tarts. I do the, like you saw, the milk candy. I do the coconut candy, and I try not to make my Liberian desserts hard because learning from beginning to now to incorporate what I've learned in culinary school, I'm able to cook the sugar to the point where it's not hard for my customers, because most people are like, oh, that stuff milk candy, when people make milk candy, is too hard. But I've got the consistency down where I can transfer that recipe to someone else and they will be able to make it and it will turn out the same exact way.
But let me just also say thank you for thinking about some of who ain't got good teeth.
Thank you. And it's from feedback from people like you, my customers. They'll tell me, because I'm not afraid of feedback, because I think feedback allows you to grow. So if they say, oh, I didn't like how that tastes, what can we do to make it better? I do to make it better. My cayenne don't taste like regular cayenne, because for me, the way I like it is how I make it. And from other ways of feedback, that's how I make it. Some people say, oh, I don't like it too grainy. I don't like it too, too much sugar. I try to balance the sugar. So if someone say it's too much sugar in it, and I can do a special order for you and make it your way. Some people ask me to use unprocessed sugar. Who have diabetic needs, I do make my desserts to those dietary needs as well. So pound cakes, You name it, I do. I do breads. I try not to do breads for me personally, because once I make bread, I eat it all at one
That's
time.
it.
Yeah, bread is my bread is my nemesis. So, but I do breads. I do cookies right now. Actually, I'm starting a little cookies business where my daughter, she's 16. She takes cookies to school for me every day to sell.
Oh,
So
that's
I
beautiful.
make about 3 dozen of cookies to school for her to take to school. I do chocolate chip and red velvet cookies for her to, just to inspire her to be an entrepreneur.
The woman just really making me think about something. Red velvet chocolate, red
Yeah,
velvet
so
cookies.
yeah, red velvet cookies, yeah, and chocolate chip. And what I do to inspire her, I give her an incentive. I say at the end of the week, you can receive 10% of the proceeds, so that inspires her to sell it even more. So
That's
it's not
beautiful.
much, but at least she got an incentive for
Exactly.
taking that to school and selling it for me.
That's beautiful. I told you that. I told you. Akata not here today, so work. I said, Akata know all the food they name. She call it all the pastry they name. Kanya, creamy cheese. He said, somebody wants you to talk. I can see where somebody wants you to talk about the, what did they say? I just escaped that. Talk about the creamy, how creamy your Kanya is. I gotta eat some of the Kanya, because it's
Well, the ratio is more creamier than grainy. Is more creamier than grainy.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, like really fine. I have a cousin
Yes.
in Liberia. When they send me Kanya, you can see all the direction I can be telling. Make sure I'm not taste the farino. I'm not taste the grumpy inside.
Yes.
Just be store because I just
Even
won't
it
put it on
out.
my tongue for it to melt. So
Yeah.
if somebody's watching and they wanted pastries or appetizers or desserts, or like me, I love snacking. And I have a lot of snack in my most favorite place at home.
Okay.
But if I were to send, I'm just gonna call out a number. If I were to send $50, what would I get from that $50 from you?
Are
Or,
we talking like Liberian
let's say,
treats, or are we talking American or European
so
American treats?
I'm talking, let's say $100 Liberian treats are Liberian, ma. You know,
Okay.
American tea business more.
You can get a jar. The jar of cayenne is a 16-ounce jar.
Woo!
That's $15. So you can get, it's reasonable. So you can get a jar of cayenne. The milk candy is $7 a piece. So you probably can get, actually, you say $100. So maybe you can get 2 jars of cayenne. You can get 2 tubes of coconut candy. Is six in the tube. You can get the grumpy candy. Maybe 2 boxes of grumpy candy. That's like $7. The coconut candy and the grumpy candy is like $7, and the milk candy is also $7.
Okay, so
So
let's
you can get
do
about
it.
3 tubes.
Okay, so let's do it one at a time, because I already know that I'm going to send my money to be able to get some food,
Okay.
some snacks. I'm a big snacker. So
Okay.
you're saying, so how much is the milk candy? You're saying $7 for how many pieces?
It's 10 pieces in the it comes out packaging. You saw that tube that you pictured. It's 10 pieces in there.
Okay, and then the coconut candy is
it's 6 in it.
So it's
6
6.
It's a bigger tube, and so it's 6 in there.
For how much?
For $7.
For $7.
Okay.
And the cayenne is, you're saying, is $15.
Yes, it's in a jar, a 16-ounce jar.
Okay, so we have cayenne, we have coconut candy, we have grumpy candy.
Grumpy candy. How much is the grumpy candy? $7
grumpy
or
candy is also $7. It comes in like a box of maybe
get my calculator.
8 or 9
Get a calculator. And
8 or 9 pieces in the box.
So if I wanted to order, I can send my order in through Zelle. Or how will I be ordering? Where do I have to put my order in at?
You can go to www.dujourcakesandmore.com.
Okay.
Or you can call me
All right.
or 336-549-2826.
Okay.
So and does the shipping depend on the weight?
Yes, actually, yes.
336
549
549
2826.
2826. And online, when we go online, you can use bank card, credit card. What are we using there?
It's powered through PayPal. So yes, you can use credit card.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to
I'm
make
on here
my
now
order.
for the treats and stuff. I
Mhm.
see Liberian treats, but I didn't see where I could pick the exact one that I want. Or do I just contact you and then we can do
Yes,
it
there's
that
an
way?
order sheet. There's an order sheet there.
At the
Okay.
bottom or where?
Yeah. Let's see. Shop. You go to shop.
I see
Liberian
shop.
treats. It should be. You
Is
can
it where
click
it said
on
get
it.
in touch?
So you click on it. If you go to shop, go to Liberian treats. Then you go to donuts, the Liberian style donuts right there. They didn't load I'm sorry, the other things are not loaded, but you click on
Yeah.
Liberian donuts. That's how you should be ordered.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
for the other rest of the stuff, we just contact you.
yeah,
until
just
they can.
contact me for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was
And
looking out there.
I'm
I
also
didn't
on
see
Facebook
all the
too.
other stuff on there.
All
And
right.
on Facebook on Dujour Cakes and Instagram and a little bit of TikTok. I'm learning.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
that's pretty neat, because it's like, even though a lot of people watching, or people, we've been here for many years, but we can never part ways with our treats from Liberia.
Very unique.
They're just very unique. So I'm going to make my order after. Yeah, I'm going to go online. I want 2 of everything.
okay. I got you.
Yeah, 2 of everything.
I
And
got
so
you.
I can't be naming all the things.
Thank
So the
you
next
so
time
much.
They'll be sitting on there chewing and be on the internet.
well, you already know. Now trouble coming for y'all.
Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
definitely. So we want to talk about, let's go into, no, I didn't show this other cake. Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh, I
That's
love
what look
that.
like a cake that Agatha would like.
Now,
But that's
can you
sweet
make the
life.
cakes and ship them?
Unfortunately, I cannot because the post office is not going to be nice to me. They're
Yes.
going to deliver it all botched up. So no, I even tried to fly with a cake once. It did make it through TSA and all that good stuff. So I was praying, but when they put it through the machine, it was squishing my box and all that. I was cringing.
Yeah, I know.
But no, it's difficult. I just have to drive it to you.
And what I'm not to be all in your business, but so if somebody wanted you to make a custom made cake, and they wanted you to make it, where would they be driving to pick it up?
Maximum, I think I've driven is 4 hours.
Okay.
And for anyone to pick it up would be, I would recommend to be in my vicinity because that's costly for, you to want to drive to me to pick up a cake unless, someone is, going to your event that's live where I am. I would recommend, maybe that person delivering it to you. But I don't think it would be a good service to have them come hours away to pick up a cake. Because it is, I'll charge by miles now. So, I try to make sure that I balance the budget when my customers call.
Of course.
Yeah.
So when I find my husband, would you get married to the place where you at?
I can fly to you.
Oh, there you
Just
go.
make sure you got money.
Let me call you first.
If you pay for my plane ticket, I'll be there. Don't worry.
Oh, that is beautiful. But I think you've done some amazing work. And just reading the comments from people these are testimonies of your work. And everybody, and look at the other person here. The person here, they liquor, they say rum cake. Girl, leave the liquor business. That people talk ufu. So and shout out to Sharon Stubberfeed. That is where I actually met you. I met you at Sharon's Watching.
For sure, sure. Thanks, Sharon.
Yeah, that's where I actually met you at Tanea's high school graduation.
Yeah,
and that
Tanea's my goddaughter.
Yes, and I took just one cupcake home, and I still tasting it several years later.
Thanks, Glendy.
And today, even after 4 or 5 years later, I'm still able to to be able, we're able to connect with you. That's how much of an impression you had on me. And Agatha was
Oh,
just buying all those snacks and keeping it in secret from me and Eva, but we got you now. We got
I'm
you.
humble. Thank you so much. I
We got you.
appreciate it.
So let's
Thank
talk
you.
about where you see yourself going.
Okay. Now, I actually, like I said earlier, I want to give the baton to the younger generation who are inspired, maybe inspired by watching this today, um, that wants to go into the culinary field. I want to be able to do classes and leverage what I've learned. And coming soon, actually wanna I will let the cat out of the bag. I want to do a YouTube channel
Woo!
specifically for people who cook at home, like family. You know, if mom cooks at home, I want the little girl, the little boy to come into the kitchen and ask mom, so how did you start cooking? Like how you guys interviewing me. What
Mhm.
inspired you? You know, I want that. I want, and then I want, as she's cooking, to do like a whole recipe, and they'll go through it step by step, but in this, at the same time, that child or that daughter, that uncle or whatever was asking them questions. You know, what inspired you? How does cooking bring us together as a family? So that's, I want to bring cooking back into the home through my YouTube channel. And the incentive, because I always like to incentivize people, the incentive is the best. We're gonna vote on the best cooking show, cooking video, and that person can win $500. So I'm
Wow.
gonna, when I start that, I'm gonna put it out there. I want about 100 entries, and if they agree to it, it's gonna be featured on my YouTube channel, and that's what is excuse me, ahead for me.
That's
Wonderful.
amazing. I think yeah, I mean, just so amazing that you would think about that. And also it says a lot about you as an individual. Sometimes, oftentimes people don't like to share the knowledge. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's like they don't
I
like to
love sharing.
share. It's like, also, I'm the only one who know how to bake rum cake. I know how to make cake. Some people they are not mean about cake. So when I go to that, I will leave that cake tucked away
Yeah.
before people can get vexed with me. But I know how to make cake. But
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
lazy. But it's
Hmm.
like for you to come up and you to think about wanting to impart knowledge into other people. And believe it or not, there are some adults who may also want to learn and want to do that. So that's a wonderful, yes, there go Eva. That's a yes, please show her how to bake it so she can leave me the hell alone. But but please, but it's a great thing, and we want to say the fact that you've come on here, please, Adanne, don't make it the last time. Anything you're in, this is what we do here, and this is we have so much pleasure in talking to you because we want. Agatha always says that this is her shebang. We always talk about the bad things about Liberia, but we also want to talk about what's good about about Liberia. And I must say that there are DKB people that let baking and cooking business. Yvonne, they
Yeah,
love
I
baking
do
and
have a
cooking business.
plethora of information I would love to share, and just to
Yes.
drop a lot of knowledge for people out there. If you have a child, I'm inspiring younger generation. If you don't, if I'm not saying it by now, but if you have a child who has a hobby, whatever it may be, baking, it may be graphic design, it may be, whatever, turn that into a business. Get an EIN number, register that business, and guess what? You get to write that off on your taxes. I'm not a CPA, but that is a sure way of educating them on that they can be their own boss, and they'll
Mhm.
always have an avenue to run to, because that's what I strive for me and my kids, is that when they call you in that office, because just to backtrack a little bit, when I worked for that company prior to them go and closing that center, whenever my boss, I was in the top 10 in this whole center, but whenever my boss called me into her office, I panicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're about to fire me today. You know what I'm saying? You know, when your boss call you and you know, but
Yeah.
I read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, from that day on. Anytime she could call me, my head was like this. I'm going to that office because that book taught me to look at other avenues of life versus the 9 to 5. You know, you can still have your 9 to 5, but try, you know, if you have a hobby, try to have a side hustle somewhere that bringing in other streams of income. So that way, when that 9 to 5 goes under, you have something to fall back on.
Mhm.
So that's my learning experience. And that's what I want to transfer that knowledge onto the younger generation. I mean, they're doing their things out there, but they need to turn that into a business so that way they, you know, do their YouTube channels, their TikTok, they do all of that, but incorporate your business so that way you have a on Uncle Sam's side when you're making your money, you'll be able to write off a whole lot of things. I'm not a CPA, but I've learned a whole lot from just being an entrepreneur and being passionate about what I do.
I mean, just listening to you, and I'm pretty sure not everything has been rosy. I want you to talk a little bit about your journey so far, some of the things that have encouraged you, and of course, you know us. That one that she acting like she the best because in the whole world.
No, I definitely don't. I definitely don't. Coming from a customer service background, I tend to receive our people on a different spectrum. I breathe it in, then I respond. Because if you go with your initial reaction, it doesn't turn out good. Because like everything, whether it's Liberians or it's Americans, bad news travels fast. So I
Yeah.
try my best. I try my best to give my customers my 100%. If I can't do it, if you bring me a cake with a lion head and I've never done a cake with a lion head before, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I can't do this. Maybe I can find you somebody else. I will
Right.
not botch your work up because that work represents me. And I do not want my name to go out there and it looks horrible. So that my journey, I would say like we started, you know, from being laid off, went to culinary school, 4 years of culinary school. Yes, they do teach you everything.
4
It's not just,
years.
yes, it's not just baking cake. It's how to run a business and how to test wine, beverages, all that stuff. So I can teach a whole class on how to pair wine and
For
food
you,
together.
you Google chef for 4 years school, you real chef.
I'm a real chef.
You inside a chef properly.
Earn that title.
I'm a real chef.
Yes. Well, see that woman, I don't be calling her Adanne, you call her chef. 4 years
Chef.
school, you do that smarty. That bachelor, she get you culinary, yeah.
I do. I have a bachelor's degree in culinary management.
Yes.
At
Wow.
Art Institute of Atlanta. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, that was my journey. And my why, I've mentioned it before, are my kids, my 2 girls.
And let me mention again, you were not just 4 years. They said she's certified.
I am.
She's about to call chef. They're not cleaning who cooking in her kitchen. That's certified chef, yeah.
Certified.
Wow.
I am.
Amazing. Any plans for our darling country, Liberia?
Oh, I've had so many plans, but they have been put back to the, back way back. I did a few things. When I went to Liberia. I did some brunches. I did at that time, a good friend of mine, Stephanie Salamatu, had her place, and we did wings and things there as a promotion. She was really nice to expose me to Liberia when she had her shop there in Airfield.
Yeah, put some respect on her name. Call her chef.
Absolutely. No, not that. But some Salamatu, I did wings at her place, and I did a brunch somewhere on the beach a couple of years back. I really do want to. Sorry, I'm speaking American now. I really do want to go ahead and
whatever you want to speak, but let me tell you,
in acting, share my
Let me
knowledge.
tell you.
I don't want to do a culinary school in Liberia. If anybody's opening a culinary school, I can be a guest chef. I can go and help, because to run a business like that and living here is not wise. So I will travel to Liberia. I will do events. I've had so many ideas about doing things in Liberia. It's still there. It's still there. But certain things have dwindled my excitement. As my best friend who's on the line would tell you, I used to talk about Liberia all the time, but then, obviously other things just, got me going in the other direction. But the light is still there. The light is
Yes.
still there.
Still at the end of the
If
tunnel.
I can get with other chefs, because I am part of a Liberian chef organization.
Yes.
If we can put something together, I'll be happy to do it, or I can still do it solo. The idea is still there, the drive is still there.
But I also think your YouTube channel, when you do start, it will also expose you to the Liberian homes.
Absolutely. I want them to get involved. I really, it's not only for Americans and not only for Liberians here, it's for anybody who can submit that video. We, review it. They need to send the recipe and all that stuff, because eventually we're going to use all those recipes to create a recipe book. So, or ebook, or whichever I decide later on down the line. But it's just to inspire people that, cooking, again, health is your wealth. I'm on that brand. It doesn't have to be, healthy food. It can still be, healthy mental environment. All of that ties into what I'm trying to do for the future.
Amazing. I think you've done great work. Just a last minute, when Liberian people, when they left food, they know how to describe it. Listen to the other one. Grumpy cleaning, peanut butter brittle.
Yep.
Anything from you, Iwa, before we end the interview? Anything?
No, I'm just excited. Not feeling 100%, but I had to be here today because Glendy and everybody knows I love to cook.
She does,
and I've been contemplating, taking that next step. Yeah,
she even want me to sell cake.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's good. That's good. You should. You should.
So this is really inspiring.
Let me eat your own first. Let me eat your own.
Okay. You should.
Yes, amazing. So we want to say thank you. We will continue to follow your joining. Anything
you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Honored.
Anything that you're somebody feel better soon, Eva, Claudia said. So anything that you are a part of, any new thing that you're doing, please, of course, make sure you let us know. We will share it. We'll help promote you. When you do make your final decisions on the YouTube channel, we're here. This is what this platform is for. This is what GeesbeeCee was created for, to be able to support people regardless of where you come from. Even if somebody know how to boil water better than me, come on, we'll come and put your recipe on here for boiling water. But we are extremely, extremely proud of you. I'm looking forward to my order.
Thank you.
They just know when I eat one making it, I will post it. When I eat one I will post it. When I eat one grumpy candy, I will post it. I'm talking about the kaya. You know how I like to do kaya? I like to put it in squares and cut it just a market cube.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Any closing comments, Adanne? We've had a wonderful time talking to you. Amazing time we've had. We're so very proud of you. I dig your beat. There you go.
So before we go, I just want people to know about this T-shirt. I'm doing a campaign for the Agape Women Ministry. It's a charity that's in Liberia. They take care of young girls who pregnancy and who have kids and they have babies. They don't have the means of feeding their babies or even going for maternity care. These T-shirts are going to be for sale. $40 for the T-shirt. 10% goes to Agape Ministry, but I want to support. There's a way of supporting. Like I say, I'm trying to leverage what I know to young kids and, just do what I can for younger girls. And since they've caught up in that situation, but it's not a death sentence. This is something that we can do to help them, support them in their babies.
Yeah. So this is beautiful. I want to encourage you right after the show. Please take a picture in that t-shirt. Write all your English on it. Send it to
Okay.
us. We'll post it on the page. We'll support what you do. I can already see Agatha is she
It's
not
out.
she
She'll take one. You
on
know
the
she will.
show. She on the show, but she yet giving order. She said she already has ordered one. So we want to say thank you, Agatha, for already ordering one.
Thank
But
you.
take
Thank
a
you.
picture in there, tell us everything about it. We'll post it, we'll share it around, and we've had a wonderful time. Thank you for coming to talk to
My
us.
pleasure, for sure. I can't wait for the
Yes.
next one. I was nervous
Yes.
in the beginning, but I thank you
Really
guys.
be here. I can be jealous of you and Claudia with your sex in there. I gotta be sexy too one day. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank
All right,
you.
Thank
okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was amazing. Beautiful. You are the woman. Let me toss my colloquy small. Let me free my mom. The woman went to school to learn how to cook and bake for 4 years.
But it came easy. I'm sure it came easy because when you already know, like she said, learning the science behind all of it. When
and
you
then
already
the passion
you
for
have that
it,
passion.
and I like, and I don't know her personally, but I also see humility in her. She
I'm gonna
goes
be
back
contacting her.
yes, she credits her stepmom. How many of us stepchildren that will come credit our stepmom? I was just talking about my stepmom the other day. I don't even know what I'm about. Somebody was gossiping about. But the fact that she credits her and learning a lot from Sis Beauty says a lot about it. So we're so amazingly proud. Agatha wants Agatha lead a food business.
Send my shirt with 2 cayenne, please. Like you told me today, and we supposed to be losing weight.
But we're gonna order. So we're gonna flip. We're almost done, but we want to talk about this today. Eva, take it over.
Why you can post in your Facebook page and you won't put it on me? Yeah.
No, we are not experts. Please, we are not experts. We are not doctors. This is a disclaimer. We have an opinion. We have a say so. We want to spend just a few minutes talking about weight loss surgery. And some people, and I've worked with people who have had it, who did not. I actually worked with 2 women who actually didn't have they pass eventually because they didn't follow the regimen. And I've also worked with people where the regimen I haven't had it before, but I hear it is successful for some people. Some people feel it's not successful for them. Some people feel the regimen is very stringent. But anything you do in life, it's a process. If you want to do something, when you agree to do something as serious as a weight loss surgery, you have to be able to follow the regimen, because they'll tell you, if you're doing this, you need to make sure to do this to be able to become successful. So let's yes, you have to be able to maintain it, because it's an invasive procedure. It's not a small surgery to have. I think one of the things that brought it up is that, and I wanted us to talk a little bit about it, Ewa, was that people are not so forthcoming with talking about it. And when you make a decision to have a surgery, you make a decision to date somebody, you make a decision to cut your hair or wear hair tie, or whatever decision you make, that's something you have decided to do. So you should be proud of it. Now, as far as I'm not saying, please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not a private thing. I'm not saying you shouldn't keep it as your secret, but I think when people deliberately lie about it, that's where I have the problem. It's like, you don't have to tell me if you've had a surgery or not. But if I'm looking at you and I can sense that you probably have had, and I've come to you and said, hey, what did you do? Tell me, what did you do? I too may want to do it. Don't tell me, say, go to the gym. When you know it's not. It's almost like people will say, like, somebody who couldn't get pregnant and had to do fertility.
Yes.
Infertility is another thing that people are embarrassed about.
Yes.
You know, it's that you
And
went to a fertility clinic and then you're so embarrassed to talk about it to help somebody else. And I think that's not good.
I think it's because, you know, people do judge people a lot, and people do um you know uh um it's not something that we talk about. And I equate it to something even as like mental health. We don't talk about it, we don't say stuff about it. People are going through things. And for all of us, we all struggle with our weight, especially women. We struggle our weight, you know, trying to lose some weight. But like you said, my thing is that, you know, I see you, and if I'm struggling myself and I come and I ask you, and you just say, "Oh, I exercise," you know, for me, that's being dishonest. You don't have to, you know, I'm not trying to get in anybody's business. I get inspired by people. You know, like, you know, we do the Liberian Biggest Loser
Mhm.
group that we have, where for 12 weeks we challenge each other to lose weight. And we put on there, you see me on there, I weigh myself out there. I put it out there. I'm not saying anybody should be like that, but if I ask you and you know you've done it, and like somebody says, Charles Seta said, go get Ozempic. You know, that's another drug that people are taking is for diabetics, but they're finding that with obese people, it helps you lose a lot of weight. So a lot of people are taking the Ozempic to lose their weight. You can go to your doctor and be like, oh, okay, you know, and they can prescribe it to you. But just be upfront about it. You know, I would tell you guys, shoot, if I had anything done, I'm gonna let anybody know what it is that I'm doing. Like when I do my smoothies, whatever it is that I'm doing, how to do this, I will post it. Whatever exercises I'm doing, I will let people know. Not everybody is like that, but if you know you've had it and you are, you know, if I ask you and you lie about it, that's just to me the dishonest part about it. For me, I don't give a, I used to work for a bariatric doctor, which is the doctors that do the surgeries. And it's a very strenuous process that you have to go through. There's counseling, there's not just going in and getting that surgery done. They get you mentally prepared for it. You have to even show that you can lose a certain amount of weight or whatever it is before they even clear you to do the surgery. You get cardiac clearance, you have to be cleared for your lungs, everything, your PFTs, you get all these clearances that you have done. So it's not a small thing to go ahead and have done, to say, for me, to say I'm going to sit and hide it. You know, some people want to hear your journey, hear how you went through it, so they can be inspired too, to get enough courage to say, okay, let me go ahead and get this done, because I've tried any and everything. And there are people out there who've tried it all and they can't lose that weight. So I just think it's just to inspire people, but
Yeah.
people won't hide it. Yo, no. I mean, let me tell you right now, I won't get my stomach done. Let it fupa guy. Yeah, I won't get it taken away. I won't lift my butt little bit. The breast part, I got it, but I just want to tighten their stomach and their butt entire area. So when I do it, you will know.
Yes. So I think that's the thing we're saying is, and I like, there's something that and Banja Khan, I love Banja, love his mind. Oh my God,
Great
I love
shooter.
that. I love that. I love my brother's mind. And this is what he said. And I think the question was, why are people not proud to share that they've had weight loss surgery? And this is what Banja said. He said, because of guilt. We've been taught that if something isn't difficult, it's not worth having. We've been we've been conditioned to struggle. Weight loss surgery is seen as the easy way, and you lack discipline to do it the hard way.
No.
We guilt people into feeling ashamed for doing what's best for them.
Yeah. And
That's
that's
the
like
Sunday.
that's why I'm explaining that to that process is very strenuous. And I think just this is not just to rat on the people or say that they're doing it, but also to bring awareness. It
Mhm.
is a very hard process. I've seen some people go through it. I used to deal with the patients that went through it, and it's not an easy thing. It really is not. Even aftercare, to the regimen that you have to go through to continue it. And if you don't do that regimen, you can go right back to where you started. You can gain that weight right back to where to and sometimes some people, I know one person that they did it, and within a year they were back to their same size because they didn't continue that strenuous regimen of eating the foods and making sure that they maintain it. The hardest part, even for all of us when we lose weight, is maintaining it. How
Yes.
do I maintain this weight? So
Because
imagine having that surgery with going through all of that and then having to maintain it. And you see all the goo food they want to get, all the treats and coming up for my own order. So what's it?
I
And
just
I
I
lose
just
my
think
little weight. I come and put it right back on.
I know. I just think Banja said it right, is that because we've allowed society to judge us
Mhm.
or to
Yes.
dictate to us. It's like I'm comfortable with what I want to do, but I'm also comfortable with the way I look. But then the minute I slip and start thinking about when I'm too fat, and then people have conditioned my mind to think, oh, you need to lose weight, you're too fat. Then that's how you see yourself. But I think we need to be able to allow people to be at peace with what they want to do. It's just as somebody being married and getting a divorce. It's like they're in that unhealthy relationship for years.
Mhm.
They're
Yep.
afraid to get out because of what people say.
People will
And it's
think,
the
yeah.
same reason why people will do something, and some people have become very successful because they're, like you said, they've kept with the regiment. They follow everything that was recommended, and so it was successful for them. But so they're not open to say it.
Yes.
And so what usually happens is because they lie to us and say, oh, go to the gym or eat green vegetables. And I eat plenty of green vegetables. I
They
still
stay
looking
you
like a
going
big fat
nowhere.
vegetable. It's like for me now, if I were to try something, if I was to try this, what they call Ozempic, or if I were to do cosmetic surgery, and you just see me shop, the only thing you will see that hair. Eh? Then when
That
even
hair will
gonna
go.
ask, yeah,
Your
only hair
cheeks,
you will see.
your cheeks will go.
Only thing you will see, the hair, everything will go there. Even
Yes.
forget Ewa, because if I'm gonna do it, she'll probably know. Somebody who doesn't know me say, oh, Glenda, you losing weight. What are you doing? And that person, sometimes people can just be asking in all honesty. They're not there to tell your
Inspiration.
business. Yes. They
As we
want to
get
know
older,
what
it's
you
hard to get
know.
rid of this weight.
Yes. But then you will go and tell the person, go to the gym, drink water, fast, get on a fast diet, drink on your water, don't eat. Listen, you just lie to that person when you know it within yourself. If you're not going to tell them, say, listen, it's really personal, I don't want to share it, or just don't respond. But when
Yes.
you willfully lie to them, and some people believe your lie and they go and follow what you're recommending, when you
Mm.
know that that's not what you're doing, I think that's so, so unfair. But be
Yes.
proud of what you do. You
Oh,
see me?
yes.
I'm so
It's
proud.
all about that.
You know, I wear my African to wear go. I tie my head to
Self-love.
the white people place. Oh. Hmm?
And that's what they try to teach when they do, especially for the bariatric, the surgeries. They You go through that counseling so you can get your mind mentally right, to
Right.
make sure that your self-esteem, and they try to get to the bottom as of why. Because some people eat because they're depressed. Some people, especially people who are very obese and stuff like that. What is the reason? Why are you doing this? So when you're done with this, what mindset am I give you that mindset so you can continue with what it is that you're doing, teach you self-esteem, teach you how to, connect with yourself and love yourself. And that's a lot what we're missing. We always want to, it's what, and I used to be that way, always caring about what people think. Right now, I don't give a rat's.
Two rats.
What?
You know what?
What
Two
people think
rats.
about me.
Two,
And I'm at peace.
You know what? I come into Clune and ask, we don't give our 2 rats Agatha Joseph.
Yes.
2 rats, we could get 2 rats Agatha Joseph. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so in short, if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel better, if you're trying to live an honest life, don't defraud other people, don't lie to them, just don't talk about it. Don't willfully say to somebody, oh, I'm taking exercises, and just eat, just eat broccoli the whole week. Jesus Christ, sometimes I say I want to eat rice. Before you know it, I eat rice. When I get rid of my fupa chas,
I am enjoying just after me and you will be there. This fupa.
We even get no fupa, don't mind.
I'm working on it. I think tomorrow, if I weigh myself for 12 weeks, I think I've lost about 15 pounds. And I'm going to continue. This summer when you see me, Glenda, you might tell me nothing.
Well, I will tell you, I will say, Eva, what you doing? You say like SSR, go eat, don't eat chicken, don't eat fish, don't eat meat, drink water.
But you see how I've been posting, and that's something I love that, the chef we had on today, because I want to keep it real. I'm still eating my African food. I'm still doing whatever, but I'm balancing it out.
Yes. Walk it out.
I walk it out. I'm balancing it out because I cannot starve myself of my African food. I love my African food and I love to cook.
Yeah, bro.
So me being loving to cook, I can't say, oh, I'm just going to be doing the green tea all week, this, da, 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 da. Sometimes I see, especially when I get to a certain way, I'll be like, you know what? I need to.
It will not work. It will not
bring
work
it back a little bit. I shut like shut stump. So I get to about 170, 180, then I say, no, Eva, you need to bring it back. You need to come back because you can't be shut.
Balance it out. Balance it out.
Balance.
Like, chef.
I will stay eat my food. Tomorrow, say I come take care of the freezer. I come eat after I
finish myself. Adanne anywhere, please do not call that woman Adanne. For her chef.
Yes. Put some respect on her name.
4 years. If you're not see me posting food, you see it. Let me order my kind. I will do video for every piece I eat. So you can see it. I can't wait to order it when I finish. But anyway, let's go to intimate mom-made squirts. And interestingly, I pick up this one. It says fear stunts your growth.
Perfect.
That's it. Fear stunts your growth.
Fear of what people would say, fear of what people would do, fear of what people of how things would turn out, fear of, if you're going to fail, you get up, you keep going.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
No matter what you do, people will talk. No matter how you do it, they will have something to say. Do you?
But Allah. But anyway, great show. Thanks everybody for watching. We will be here in the month of May. Our guest next week, Agatha, is fully responsible for that guest. He's coming all the way from London. We're not going to post picture yet because we want you to start guessing whether like your relatives are in London. But our guest is from, he coming from England. British English will be on there. I gotta go let my own. People will do small challenge where he said, well, I will do colloquial, he do British English. How do you say hello? I say, how do we say hi?
You're full of it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You have any closing comments?
No, just be you, love you, and that's it.
That's it. Don't worry about the rest will fall in place. Just do what makes you happy. Stop allowing people to determine what you're gonna be and what you're gonna do. Agatha, we miss you. We love you. We love all of you, Chazetta. You know you my girl. I see you, my people. We're going home. I went straight to order my food in.
I know, right?
Straight to order it. The whole weekend, plenty thing going on in Liberia. That's so eating that thing and talking nonsense. I will be on it.
Talking. Hey.
When I chew one kind,
tomorrow we're coming find out on this Facebook will be
It will face will
Like
fall out tomorrow. It's our pata pata.
it will be hot.
Hey, we are ready. Liberians, we are ready. Y'all have a good day.